Hello everyone, just like for Season 3, I have participated in the Season 4 preview event. So first off, thank you very much to Embark for inviting me to participate. And one of the first things I did, aside from of course recording the entire battle pass, the shop, etc., was to find out what has changed balance-wise, rework-wise, nerf and buff-wise. So in this video I'm going to tell you everything I found and that Riverina, a friend of mine, found, and most of this stuff is actually from her. This footage is from a preview build, which means it might still change in the week left before the Season 4 actually releases. So don't take everything at face value. I'm going to start with the most important stuff that I think most viewers will care about and move on progressively towards least important stuff. So a first very big change is to the mesh shield. It now has an 8 seconds delay from lowering the shield and being able to use it again. So when you are actively using it, as soon as you stop, it will go on cooldown. You will not be able to spam it, you will not be able to use it again before this timer has expired. Again, the timer might change, so don't think too much about it. Just know that there is a big timer before you can use the mesh shield again after taking it down. You might have noticed as well that it went from 750 HP to 500 only, so it has 250 HP less than in the current game. The sniper rifle is now a projectile weapon and its bullets are affected by gravity. It's kind of hard to demonstrate because I didn't do any of the testing on maps which are way bigger than the training range, but you can see in the training range here, the dummy is hidden behind the floor, so I don't have a straight line to shoot at it. If my sniper was a hit scan, like it's in the current game, I could not hit the dummy. But because now it has changed, I can aim above the dummy, a little bit above the ground, and it's gonna curve and hit the dummy in the head. I think it's a good change because it's more of a nerf for people camping across the map or just shooting at others from across the map, and I don't think it's too bad. But like, if you play sniper more than me, which is likely, do tell me what you think of this change. Now, one change I really like, and it's a very big one, it's a rework to the dagger. The dagger now has to be charged up for a backstab to be possible, so you kind of need to charge your stance, and then you are in the backstab stance, and in this stance, at any time you can release and actually perform the backstab. It's kind of charging the bow to its max damage, and then you shoot the bow and it does max damage. But unlike the bow, you cannot hit, you cannot release before you hit the max damage. If you stop, you will cancel your backstab, which is annoying, and I hated it at first. But the big upside is that now you can run around with your knife ready to backstab, meaning you run around with your knife up, and as soon as you need to backstab, there is no more delay because you release your key and you perform the backstab instantly. You can also use your specializations when in the backstab stance, so you have your knife up, you can go invisible and move around. You can use your dashes and still have your knife up and ready to backstab. And of course you can use the grapple at the same time as well. As soon as you perform an action that needs the right hand, the one which holds the dagger, you will cancel your backstab stance and you will have to charge it up again. I have not played hundreds of hours of Dagger, so I don't know how the Dagger mains are gonna feel about this one, but I think that as soon as you will get used to the new mechanic, it's overall very positive, and I personally like it way more now. The AKM lost 4 bullets in its magazine size, so it went from 36 in the current game to 32. It doesn't change much, but the reason I prefer the AKM over the FCAR is the bullet count, so I'm a bit bummed out about it. But like, 4 bullets should not be too hard to get used to. Now another big one is the RPG. Its damage was nerfed from 140 to 100, and I think this is very positive because the RPG is so oppressive, anti-fun, and too good in general. I don't think anyone plays heavy without the RPG, right? It's just free ranged AoE damage. There is literally no reason not to use it. Even I, who likes and really actually loves to play off-meta stuff, when I play heavy I might pick weird gadgets, but I will always have the RPG because it's just so reliable and OP. So I really hope this moves the RPG's place in the meta in the right direction, and that we start seeing it not being used by literally everyone. One change I'm very happy about is the RIOT shield, because its damage got buffed from 84 to 90, which means that now when you want to kill a heavy, it's not 4 hits with the RIOT shield and then 1 quick melee, it's just 4 hits with the riot shield. And for lights and mediums, the time to kill doesn't change. It changes basically nothing for everyone, except riot shield players now don't need to do a freaking quick melee to finish off heavies after hitting them 4 times already, which is really cool. Thank you very much, Embark, for listening to this feedback and actually acting upon it. The tracking dart now has 4 charges instead of 2. I also noticed that the tracking time has been really reduced. I think that in the current game, it tracks enemy players for like 30 seconds, and now it's down to about 10 seconds only. I do think it's fair, because 30 seconds of tracking was OP, especially in terminal attack. Like, it's insanely good. But I also feel like 10 seconds is not much, because it's not much better than the sonar grenade, and sonar grenades can reveal every enemy in the radius, lasts quite a long time. They are quite oppressive. I would love one less ping from them, and I'm not sure having 2 more darts in reserve really changes anything. Like, it's just if you miss your shots, you get a new chance, or if the tracking stops on the target you are following, you can ping them again, but I'm not sure it's actually that good of a change. I use it very often, so I will give you my thought on it after I have more time to play with it. The bridge charge now has 3 charges instead of 2, so you can have 3 on the map at once, and that allows you, of course, to do quite a lot more burst damage or destruction, especially since apparently now mega damage has been fixed, and apparently it works. So that means more bridge charges and mega damage is gonna cause a lot of chaos, which I really can't wait to see. The glitch trap was nerfed. It only has 1 charge now, but you can still have 2 at the same time on the map. You just need to use one, then wait for it to recharge and use the second one. It's the exact same thing for the explosive mine. It went from 2 charges to 1, but you can have 2 on the map at the same time. The explosive mine damage was nerfed as well, apparently from 140 to 120. The data reshaper changed as well. The range went from 15 meters to 20, so that's a good buff. And it also has 3 charges instead of 2 now. You cannot really see it in my clip because I messed up, but it does have 3 charges now. With this range and so many charges, I feel like I could see myself using it, especially in power shift, because you know these people who go on the platform with 5 mediums and spam the APS turrets. Well, now you can just destroy delete all the APS turrets at once from 20 meters away. It's really good. So I feel like Data Reshaper is gonna get some love again. The CL40's damage was buffed quite substantially. I'm not sure if you can feel the change, if it's as substantial as I think it is. Apparently it went from 93 damage to 115. I don't know. I don't know if it's noticeably better, or I don't use this weapon. So you tell me in the comments, please. And finally, I put it last despite it being a potential big change, because I don't have footage and I don't have a reliable source. I was just told it. But apparently the heal per second was nerfed from 50 to 30 heal per second. So you will heal slower, but if they didn't change the total amount of heal you can do, you can heal for longer. So slower but for longer. I kind of hope it's not too much of a nerf, but I do like the fact that the heal beam has been getting some nerfs, because it really was oppressive, especially when people were playing 3 mediums with 3 heal beams and 3 defibs. Like, that's probably one of the most annoying comps. So yeah, if you know of some more changes, please do leave a comment so everyone can know about them. I made some other videos on Season 4, if you are curious and interested to go watch that. I made a video where I showcase all the new guns in the training range, the entire content of the battle pass, and one where I show the entire content of the shop. I'm also making shorts to show you facial hair, the new scopes. I might actually make a full video on the new scopes and stuff, the optics. And I will post gameplay videos where I will comment over them. One game of playing the Akimbo .50 gun thingy for the heavy, the DMR on the medium, and the shotgun on the light. So yeah, more content is coming. Subscribe if you are not subscribed yet, and see you next time.